So,
when do you feel like you had your first like big break?
man, my first real kind of breakthrough was HBO in 2018. Now I did Comic View in '04. I did 4 shows on MTV. Wanna Come In, Yo Mama. I did like 4. That was back when you could just walk into MTV. Literally, people don't understand this. Back in the day, in the early 2000s, you could literally walk into BET, walk into MTV, and they would have shows up on like a
billboard
of shows,
yeah,
and you could select which show you want to audition for,
yeah.
and then they would go, okay, go to this room. You would walk in that room, someone would be sitting beside the desk, they would give you something to say, you're like, oh, come back, give me a witty, come back. And then they'd be like, okay, we're taping Friday. And then that would air the next week. Like you would literally be on TV 2 weeks from then.
Yeah.
And I did like maybe 4 or 5 shows like that. And every time I did a TV show, people would recognize me like 3 months. Like 3 months after that. But it wouldn't be no like, now you on type shit.
Yeah.
It was just like these little flickers of like understanding what fame looked like and having people recognize me. But I mean, we didn't have social media. So now if I'm on TV, I could turn into a TV appearance into a year of kind of drawn out social media and, kind of, but back then after that little 3 to 6 months was over with from that TV appearance, NBC, whatever show you was on, it kind of flickered right back down to like, now you ain't nobody.
Right.
So the HBO thing helped because it kind of solidified me. Def Jam or All Def Comedy is kind of like the nigga gold standard for humor. Like once you do HBO Def Jam, you do what it was called HBO Def Comedy Jam, All Def Comedy was it's like, okay, now all the black comics, there's no more doubt. You know what I'm saying? I done had this good set on HBO. You can't, like at least the nigga room should be booking me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That was kind of a breakthrough. Like we can't doubt him no more. We can't say he not funny. The nigga funny. We gotta fuck with him. Whether we like him or not, we gotta fuck with him. That's kind of, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't no huge breakthrough. It was just kind of a breakthrough with the comedians. It's kind of like solidified me. Then I started doing the Laugh Factory set, started going viral. Then it was like, okay, that type thing.
So in 2018, you did Def Jam.
Yeah.
And then the black rooms in Hollywood started messing with you?
No, just black niggas.
Black promoters are
everything.
Everywhere.
Yeah.
Okay. Because most people don't know the landscape of LA, right? As far as comedy. Did the black rooms or the black nights started booking you more once they seen you doing Def Jam? Or because I always the Sunday, Monday, Tuesday night runs in LA.
Talking about Chocolate Sundays, Mo Better Mondays.
Yes.
Tuesdays. Who's on Tuesdays?
The Comedy Store.
Who had Fat Tuesdays or whatever. It wasn't
Yeah.
Fat Tuesdays, but it was something else. And then you got Nichelle on Thursday night. Yeah.
Right. Those rooms, I feel like, is where most of the black bookings on TV get, right? Where you perform in those rooms and then you get on the black TV shows. You know what I mean?
Okay. And I'm going to explain this because I think comedians need to understand. A lot of times we work on getting into rooms, right? But I was in LA for 17 years straight. We had all the black rooms, then we had the Comedy Union, and we had the J Spot, right? And being out there 17 years straight, I was able to walk in and get on whatever stage I wanted to get on at any given time. I didn't want that no more. I wanted to be on the showcases. I got tired of just getting up. You know what I'm saying? I was like, Nichelle, book me when the whites are here. Book me. When the whites and the Jews is coming.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So you go up, I love your humor. You're great. You want to go next? You go next, but ain't nobody in the room.
Yeah.
I'm like, I want to come here when the list on the wall. You know how y'all got the showcase list? You come in. You know what I'm saying? I want to come in when when the Jews are sitting here and the whites are sitting here, or the people with power are in the room. That's when I couldn't get up. You know what I'm saying? Like I would go to the Comedy Union. I'm talking to Ian's. I'm like, yeah, I'm here making your people laugh every Friday and Saturday night. 2 shows for $20. I'm doing 2 shows a night. Saturday night, he giving me $40. And you want to drink? Like, nigga, I want to.
Yeah.
I just made 200 seat crowds in LA laugh hard. And I gotta hope I sell some t-shirts to come on, man. This getting ridiculous. And I was like, and then every year around, pilot season, whatever, January to about April, people would never, tell you about stuff. Like showcases would happen, and you just pop up to the club and it'd be a list. Oh, this Comedy Central's, or this is HBO's, or this is Netflix's.
Yeah.
And I'm in the back like, how the fuck I'm not getting? So I'm I started being like the working class comic, like the guy that like, we got an audience and we want to make them laugh, put Henry up. I'm like, but showcase me. Showcase me. So then I start kind of not focusing on that as much as I was just like, how do I start to put my ear to the street to get on these showcase lists? Because just making black people laugh is useless. You know what I'm saying? How do I get on the showcase list? How do I get on the specialty list? To when the whites are here, and you can tell when the whites is here.
Yeah.
When you walk in the club, they got the white people sitting in the back with the little, like, okay. Then you look at them, like Tony Baker, Naeem Lynn, okay. Nigga, I get on this. You know what I'm saying? They
you
picks.
never did like Last Comic? You never did none of that?
No, no.
Did you do Who Got Jokes?
And that was probably one of my errors because I did Coming to the Stage on BET. And I had did all them amateur competition shows. So when Who Got Jokes came around with D-Lay and Jay Red and Run G and Tiffany Haddish, I was like, I'm tired of doing these. But that was the one to do.
Yeah.
So I didn't do that one. That was with Bill Bellamy hosting, right?
Yeah.
Who's Got Jokes?
Yep.
I didn't do that. I was like, and I was at an audition for it. But by that point, I had did Showtime at the Apollo and I had did Coming to the Stage, and I did all these kind of amateur shows. I was like, I want to do my next TV. I probably should have did that too, because you just do all TV. Whatever TV comes, just do it. And then I finally got out of my head. I was just like, whatever TV come, I don't care what they call it. They can call me, standing on their head. I'm gonna do it because I need the exposure. I need to be on the platform. But it took me a while to kind of, I was trying to be strategic and really there's no strategy. Just get in front of people.
Right.
Just try to get in front of people. Just try to get in front of more people. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's how the LA rooms work. And people know who, once, because it was Spike over Monday night, Pookie over Sunday night. And once you kind of get in, people got little cliques and crews, but my crew wasn't doing shit. So, I wasn't associated. I wouldn't associate with no real, because sometimes you could be associated with a crew and then other crews don't mess with you. It's some, politics like that. But I was neutral when it came to that. So I could literally walk into any room in LA and get up it. And still, I could, still right now I can walk in, but I was like, how do I get on the showcases though? I don't want to just be there making people laugh and nobody of power, because you can be a local LA comic. People don't understand that. Like, just like you're a local Kansas comic or you're a local Chicago comic. Just because you're in LA and there's famous people here and there's directors and producers don't mean you're not local, and they just see you as like, oh, he just here around. You ain't special. And I think I was talking to Finesse Mitchell one time. He was like, yeah, LA is a showcase city. And I was like, what you mean? He was like, you need to stay off stage unless you're showcasing something. This is not a city where you just need to be going up because people get tired of you. And I think that's what helped me to kind of find a rebirth and still kind of people still feel new about me, is because I didn't hang around and try to, it's me, please, like when they weren't fucking with me, I dipped. I got on down and went to do the road. And like when I got some new shit, I pop back up with my new shit, and then I dip again.
Yeah, cause I feel like those workout rooms is like J Spot, Comedy Union. What's this little spot I used to do in Carson?
Bellflower.
I don't know. It's a bunch of different little rooms,
family rooms, stuff like that.
Yeah. But all Hollywood rooms that's when you want to kind of do. Yeah, you want to kind of do well, because then that's what the people are watching. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And for me, I was like always trying to get into the different circles. You know what I mean? That was me. Like I was always trying to get into that TV circle and move, and you know what I mean. But yeah. I want to kind of pivot a little bit.
Okay.
I seen you post something online not too long ago.